All right, what's up, guys? Uh, doing one more last minute stream because of circumstances. The SAT, the College Board dropped a surprise 299 questions, as I understand, less than a week ago. And I wasn't planning on streaming them this week before the August SAT, but things changed, and I have less than an hour and 10 minutes to finish the craft and structure questions live, so that I can at least show the world the first time ever that I see these questions. Um, my academy is asking me to teach these questions. So so I didn't want to pass up the opportunity to actually record it before I teach these questions. That said, awful timing. I mean, my voice is kind of out. I've been teaching an insane schedule for the last 2 weeks, not to mention the previous 8 weeks before that. So I'll try to keep it together. But I am warmed up. Is the nice thing. I just did the information and ideas video just like an hour ago. So now I'm gonna wrap it up with the craft and structure video now. So let's go into. I actually want to check something. I'm looking for August 25th hard, and I apply. And when I apply August 25th hard, okay, I'm seeing 13 craft and structure, okay, and I want to know, does it have any blue book? Nice. So they don't show up in the blue book. Okay, nice. I was kind of confused. All right, well, it's time to do craft and structure. So here's what I'm going to do. I guess I'll probably start in this order: words and context, then text structure, then cross-text connection. Here we go. So starting with words and context. All right. They try to promote themselves, but research suggests that some do not take a lot of effort in their marketing, make a lot of effort. I found that revenue increases for 30%. Nevertheless. Okay. Do not try that hard. Do not optimize. Okay. That is correct. Yeah. In a study of mobility, household spending power had mixed effects on mobility decisions because of enough location. Okay, mobility is location apparently. Are not fully reducible to economic factors, but are also dependent on non-economic factors, mediated by. That is correct. Text corpora, such as Bank of English, are enormous collections of these texts. Can be used for testing of hypotheses regarding the frequency of word usage. If one has a hypothesis that the word get has a high frequency, so it has to be hypothesis, you can support that hypothesis. It literally says hypothesis. Okay. Supposition, correct. Next. Containing over 160 billion base pairs of DNA resulting from polyploidy, which is the genome duplication. Sure. Accumulation of non-coding. Without deletion. I don't know what that means. Oh, what? Resulting from polyploidy and accumulation of. Well, I don't know what that means, but okay, here we go. The genome is the largest known among of this guy, eukaryotes. I should learn what a eukaryote is to be frank. Given the high biological cost of large genomes, it is unlikely to be sustained over time. Yeah, okay. Unlikely to be superseded. I see. Unlikely to be beaten. I was thinking of change over time, but this is actually a comparison. Yeah, next. Despite how they may seem on how something they may seem on first glance, the works have been how it's kind of innocuous, facile. Let me show you. Penetrate the dense prose. Oh, okay. Original. How boring. Wait, what the heck? The works have been influential, so I guess it's only facile. But it's kind of that's weird. That's a weird one because facile means like, kind of like when you're. Huh. Wait. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. Let me zoom in. Okay. Influential. Good. Yeah. So how kind of non-influential, how kind of like dull, and then dense is kind of more of a distractor, I feel like. But anyway, opaque. Oh, dude, that's my bad. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Oh god, brain fart. Brain fart. Sorry. Embarrassing. Should not have happened. That should not have happened. Dense and opaque is. I don't know why. I don't know what happened there, but whatever. Let's move on. I recovered. Despite the stated claims of relevance, global relevance is myopic because it's only focusing on whiteys, partly due to limited data availability. Give me a sec. Yeah, sure. Would later address this shortcoming. Sure. Address, mitigate. Okay, check, go. The price of pop music cassette tapes from the 80s rose, which had the counter effect of increasing the demand because people who didn't previously want to purchase now are thronging the markets and they're right, because of increasing the demand, creating the demand. Let's go. Are we done? Oh, we're done. So 7 for 7. Text structure purpose. Here we go. Oops. What the? Try that again. All right. Okay, cool. 1895, eternity. My spirit swoons. On my. Okay, Google, stop. I did not ask. I did not ask Google to play Spotify, but it just started playing Spotify. All right. Sorry, my bad. I had to deal with some random tech issue. Let's go back. Eternity. My spirit swoons. All my senses cry for ocean's breast covering the sky. Rock me to sleep, ye waves. Let me drift far out. Okay, so this is kind of vaguely suicidal. Where lapping on the waves shall be the sound which mingle with the winds that gently bear. Wait. Yeah. Take me away from my suffering. O ocean, gently bear me between peace. Okay, so this is basically, suicide. Main purpose of the text to convey a desire to leave this earth. Okay, let's see. Yep. Check. Next. I mean, by the way, I was being a little facetious. I was being a little facile with my words just now. It's maybe suicide. It's not maybe. I don't know. I do not endorse suicide. I was just making a stupid joke because it kind of sounds suicidal. My voice is so shot. Here we go. DC. Silver Sword. They're all Hawaiian. This alliance, the Silver Swords, they're very diverse with vines and shrubs and trees and stuff. And all of them are from okay, interesting. So Grandmama has produced some very diverse babies. Rather than the island 5 million years ago. Okay, so it happened a long time ago. Distinct species, right? The vines and the shrubs and trees. A wide variety of habitats. Okay, so the habitats are affecting, and the main purpose, this is a main purpose question, so this is sort of outlining it's just kind of introducing this silver swords. It's introducing the silver swords. It's telling us their characteristics here and their evolutionary history here. Yep. All right, it has to be C, but I'm just going to check ABD really quickly to indicate this. Nope. Wait, specific ancestor of all plant. Oh, that's extreme. Okay, yeah. Yeah. The habitat. Nope. We're talking about multiple habitats. Advanced claim that all plants are part of. No, that's extreme. Okay, check. Done. Next. ENM showed that when you increase moonlight intensity, you will decrease the activity of this little bat. And that has benefits and costs. I hate this app. Oh my God. So, all right. Moonlight. All right, here we go. Greater moonlight may not enable to increase foraging enough to overcome the higher chance of detection. Okay. This is the cost. This is the benefit. Okay, the benefit is less than the cost. The benefit is less than the cost, which is why it inhibits their activity, right? Because I forgot that actually, because I got distracted with this stupid highlighting thing. But anyway, yeah. So the bats don't benefit that much from moonlight. Most are similar to the bat, yes, but the lemurs are the opposite because they have a heavy reliance on visual, which is, that's the moonlight. Oh, that's crazy. You have to connect the visual with the light, which is different costs and benefits. Overall structure of the text. Structure of the text is phenomenon and explanation of the phenomenon and scope of the phenomenon, and then contrasting example. So phenomenon, scope, contrasting example. Okay, that sounds kind of right. Explanation for the pattern. Okay, and then describes an exception to the pattern that okay, that is not cool. So let's go back. Two different responses, same phenomenon of moonlight. Why one of those occurs? Nope. Describes and accounts for a finding. Sure, that's a finding. Characterizes the finding of representative general pattern. I guess so, right? Most other, yeah. And then describes and accounts for okay, this is the only one that seems correct so far. Study result indicates that some. Okay, whoa. I'm in the middle of streaming. Can you not yell? Okay. All right. Can you hear my cat? You probably can, right? Anyway, I got distracted, but I am sure it's B. So let's check and let's go. Whew. Republican period. First century. Libraries. Bujas. Wealthy individuals. They control the access to the collection. Okay. The public library with Augustus. However, these aren't as distinct as they seem, as both the emperor and the owners saw their libraries as extensions of personal, just the scale is different, not qualitatively. The main purpose of the text is to present these two phenomena and explain why they're not so different from each other. Here we go. Contend, assert, nope. To call, nope. Contend that, nope. I was looking at contend and assert. Oh, hey, I did see this. Yeah. Oh, I misread the rest of this when I went for this, but it has to be this. I'm going to just double check this one. No. Okay, done. Wait, what? Click. Next. Hello, next. All right. Oh, that was just lag. Got it. Wait, did I skip 4? I skipped 4. No, I did not skip 4. It's just also front end lag. Okay, here we go. Number 5. Here we go. Dryden. Translation. Aeneid. Cool. Dido. I've actually still not read the Aeneid. I need to read the Aeneid. Recount a sad tale. Okay. Dido has heard Aeneas, and she has heard this sad tale. But anxious cares already seized the queen. Oh, this is third person. A flame unseen, the hero's valor, acts and birth, inspire her soul with love. A fire, her improve the passion, increase the smart. Okay, so just explaining the effect that the tale has on Dido. Okay, that is B. Yeah, it has to be B, but this is wrong. But I know it's wrong, but I have to go back and figure out why it's wrong. But I know it's wrong. Okay, so let's go and figure out why this is wrong. Engages with Aeneas. Oh God, no. What is the smart? The smart is the hurt when you are hurting. Wow, that's smarts. So it has to be B. And it engages. And that's not the main purpose, is to emphasize her reaction, not this silly implication. But I can see why. That's actually a clever way of. So I think it should be B. It should be B. But I can see why basically 9 out of 10 people would choose C. Because they're just like, they're not just reading it for the actual purpose. But now I'm like kind of scared I'm wrong, but I'm sure it has to be B. Her soul love. Yeah, has to be B. Has to be B. Yeah. I can see why 9 out of 10 people would choose this, but this engage and this emotional and this definition of smart, and you guys are just sort of guessing, and you're not really reading it for the actual purpose. You're just kind of you're reading it just to scan for evidence for your answer choice. Then you would choose C. Yeah. Wow, that's a great question. It's probably the most fun question I did all today, or the most like clever question I've seen. At least in the craft and structure, that was definitely the most clever question I've seen so far. Were there really only 5 of these questions? Yeah, I guess there was only 5 of those. Okay, one last question and then we're done. Oh, I'm exhausted. Here we go. When the 52nd, I think I saw this one. All right, I'm going to cosplay as not seeing. I'm going to cosplay as someone who has not seen this one, but I think I've seen this one before. When the 50-second long film, Arrival of the Train, which depicts a train arriving, was first shown in 1896. This is very famous, by the way. Spectators, naive to the new medium of film, seeing a train appearing to come at them, leaped from their seats. They fled the room. This was a cultural shift. A new mode of representation had arrived, and now nothing would ever be the same. Media itself has changed. The media which mediates our experience of the world. And now we can have cultural and media studies. Anyway, the fact that there is no evidence that they were alarmed has not stopped the canon, even among the historians, because the phenomenon of turning this idea into canon by itself is actually revealing. It reveals something about our motivations. It reveals something about how we want to tell this story, something like that, right? Our belief is so strong that we keep telling this myth to divide our history into before and after. Okay, the author of text 2 would most likely agree with which statement about the description about the showing of the arrival of the train? Text 2 would say, hang on. About the description of the first showing. So the description is, okay, that's the whole mythological description of it. So he would say, it doesn't have any evidence, but we love telling that story. Even film historians love telling that story because it allows us, because we strongly believe in a before and after of film. Okay. Okay, that's basically A. Nope. Okay. Nope. Reflection. Capture early. Yeah. Misconception is widely built. No. All right. It is A. All right, so that is craft and structure. And in this stream, I don't know why, I don't know what the difference is because literally this stream was the previous, I just ended the previous stream like 10 minutes ago. But anyway, no one chatted with me. Oh, I just realized I didn't even update I didn't even, you know what? I was in such a rush. I forgot to update the chat. Look at this, the chat's all broken. And look at this, I forgot to say craft and structure. Oh well. Let's go. Let's what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, oh hey, what's up, Ham? Kind of underwhelming, actually. Wish the College Board dropped more questions. That was not a lot of questions. Well, so at least not a lot of hard questions. But you know, if anyone needs clean and hard questions, guys, stay with me because I'm going to prioritize my course number 1 in the coming months before the December SAT. It is going to be the number 1 thing on my mind. I'm going to create video lessons showing my walkthrough of the entire SSQB, except it won't be like on this website, which is very limited in what I can show you. I can show you my mouse, and I can show you some highlights, but if you want to see kind of the way that like how all of this is happening step by step, I'm going to have that all recorded in my course, the Predict and Match SAT Reading and Writing course. You can learn more about that course in the description down here. And yeah, and I will be writing more challenge questions, and I'll be releasing practice tests. I already have a practice test that I released to course enrollees. It's kind of a limited release because I'm sort of testing it right now. And right now, Module 1 is too difficult, and Module 2 is about difficult enough, but could be slightly more difficult. So I'm kind of doing some tweaks right now for the first practice test that I wrote. You know, and more SAT content will be developed for this course. Right now, the course does not have grammar, and it does not have question type analysis, but it will have all of that soon. So if you're interested, sign up. Sign up. Right now we are at, I guess, 28 people total have signed up, and you can be number 29. And I'm a very lazy marketer, but people are responding very positively when I look at the comments. You know, even like a couple of days ago, somebody was like, oh, I went from 680 to 730 just because of the first 2 units. There's 5 units, but I think she went through 2 units and jumped to 730. 650 to 730. That's a big improvement. And it's, I mean, I'm hearing this all the time. I'm just not publicizing it because I'm just such a lazy marketer. But by the way, speaking of which, by the way, if there's anyone out there who's good with social media and would want like a little internship, then let me know and reach out to me because I am doing way too much work for one person. I have too many roles that I'm playing right now. And so I need to start delegating my roles so that I can focus on the things that I'm best at. It's been rough. Ever since about, I think it's been rough ever since the beginning of May. God, I've been suffering. So if anybody wants like I don't know, like even if it's like a part-time internship or anything like that, just let me know and chat with me as of August 2025. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hope you learned some. Hope I was able to dispel some myths about the SAT, and make sure to lock down your approach to the SAT before the August SAT in 2 days. If you're joining after the August SAT, if you're joining this stream after, if you're viewing this stream after the 2025 August SAT, I welcome you to join the Discord channels and the Discord server. And if you're interested, also join the course. All right, guys. All right, germs. Until next time, keep on learning, keep on growing.